Your Honor, that is all the evidence. I rest my case. I believe the evidence shows beyond a shadow of a doubt that this man committed murder. I believe the evidence illustrates this fact. Therefore, the prosecution recommends a sentence of 36 years without parole, in accordance with what is stated in Article 81 of the Criminal Law Code.
Quiet! Order! Order! I'll have you removed from the courtroom. Quiet! All rise. Ladies and gentlemen, the verdict is guilty. In agreement with the prosecution, and in accordance with the previously mentioned articles of the criminal law, the suspect is hereby sentenced to serve a term of 30 years in prison. Court dismissed. You know what to do! Don't you worry, brother. We'll get him for this, I promise. We'll make him pay! I want this taken care of!
Get in.
Stay strong, buddy. We'll take care of everything. Don't you worry.
We'll take care of it! You do what I told you! You do it!
Don't worry, honey. No, I won't be too late. You'll stop by daycare on the way home, right? Okay. Love you too. Oh, and make sure to dress warm. It's cold out. See you later. Bye-bye. Yes?
Harun, Salih Demir's here. You were going to take his statement regarding the two youths in custody.
Send him in.
Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon, Mr. Prosecutor.
Afternoon. Sit down. So, you do know why I called you here today. I believe you have a statement to give me.
If my statement could help free some innocent children, I'm happy to give it.
Hope and Barak will be brought before the court and charged with possessing illegal publications. I'm still investigating said publications.
I freely acknowledge that those books were bought in my shop, Mr. Prosecutor. None of them are illegal. Each and every citizen has the right to read them anytime and any place. They were all published by reputable companies. If they weren't, I assure you, I would not carry them in my store. These are not harmful books. They're useful, full of beautiful lessons that teach young people how to live. And I fail to see
Just a moment,
why.
Mr. Salih. I've seen the books myself. They may in fact be legal. But if that is the case, then why did my colleagues have to take these innocents into custody?
Maybe your colleague has a personal agenda. Have you thought of that?
What exactly do you mean by a personal agenda?
There have been many examples of officials whose personal beliefs clashed with their duties. It happens most often in cases like this. I'm sure you would agree with me.
Well, it's not my job to argue such points. It is my job to remain completely impartial. If I don't, there can be no justice. You can rest assured that I will render a totally impartial judgment.
I don't doubt that. It's the fact that these two children are on trial in the first place that's unfair. I'm the one who sold the books to those boys in the first place. Perfectly legal books at that. The only thing suspect about this whole thing are the accusations.
Listen, Mr. Salih, I've been a respected prosecutor for many years now. And I have been so honorably. I may not agree with you. In fact, we may come from completely opposite sides. For example, you may believe in God, and I may believe that God doesn't exist. However, my beliefs do not come into play when there is a judgment to be made.
I know they wouldn't.
You sound very sure about me.
If I wasn't, we wouldn't have met.
Ah, Salih!
It's good to see you, boys.
I still can't believe I'm standing here. It's like a miracle.
I really thought they were gonna peg us.
Well, you're out now, thank God. There wasn't anything wrong in those books I sold you. The allegations were false and totally untrue. Come on, let's go.
I thought maybe we had done something wrong, but now it's over? I still don't understand.
Well, boys, we had a good prosecutor.
Daddy!
Oh. Where'd you come from?
Look who's home.
Hey, honey.
Hey, come on inside now. The food's getting cold.
Okay, let's go. Delicious as always. I am a lucky man.
Well, I'm a lucky woman. Honey, can you guess what I'm going to say?
I don't know, Mama. What?
Well, what day is tomorrow?
Saturday.
Saturday.
You know what you do on Saturday, right?
I go out with my dad.
So, do you know what that means?
I go to bed early.
I go to bed early.
Very good.
Come on, kid. Want to ride the bedtime plane?
Uh-huh.
All right, then. Oh! Captain Aaron, are the engines ready?
Engines
Fasten
ready.
seatbelt for takeoff. There we go. We're gonna have a nice day tomorrow.
Daddy, will you tell me a story before we go to sleep?
Of course I will. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a young prince who lived in a faraway land. Now, this prince had no friends to play with. He was all alone in this gigantic castle up in the mountains.
The books I read give me strength. I was reading one the other day. What it said was so beautiful, and yet I'm not sure I understand it. It said, if the world was eternal, if humans lived in it eternally, and if separation from one another were just as eternal, grief would be immense and unending. To never have hope of seeing the face of the beloved again.
What deep thoughts are you writing tonight, my love?
Oh, just something I read in my book the other day.
Hmm.
Hey, you want to put some music on?
You know what? Good idea.
Oh.
My dear.
Late!
Dad, why do we have to go to school? Nobody goes to school on Saturday.
Yes, but we do.
Come on, Dad.
Here we are. Here we are. Now, what's all this I hear about not going to school?
Mom, it's the weekend. Why can't we?
You'll have all the time in the world to play when summer comes. You'll have that to look forward to. Just so long as you behave and get good grades, okay?
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
We'll see you tonight.
Bye-bye.
What are you running for?
Okay.
What do you wait for me? They'll be the death of me.
You know better than that. Wait for your father.
What? Don't you want to walk with your old man? Here.
My friend, could you spare any change?
Can't you see I'm going somewhere? Plus, you're not that old, man. You could get work.
An act of charity always comes back to us.
I'll remember that. Come on, kids, let's go.
Happy dreams, sweetheart. Mwah. Sleep tight. Good night, sweet girl. Mwah. Mommy loves you. There. Okay, I put the wood stove on. You'll be nice and cozy, just in case it gets cold later on.
Oh,
Okay,
Mama.
Mom. Good night, Mama. I love you.
And I love you too. Go to sleep, okay? Good night now.
Good night, Mom.
I miss you so much, Mama. I wish you could tuck me in like before. Mama. Mama.
Well, good morning. Aren't you the early bird?
I am. I figured with you working today and the children going to school, I'd get up and make a special breakfast.
It smells delicious. Are the kids still sleeping?
No, they're still in bed. I thought I'd let them sleep a little longer. Let's call them. I made their absolute favorite pastry.
Very nice. Mm-hmm.
Selma! Serhat! Babies!
The children died so tragically.
Little children are like birds that fly from heaven. On one hand, they offer their parents a connection to heaven.
And on the other?
On the other, because they must exist there as children eternally, they must always feel the never-ending love that is bestowed on them from God.
I must admit, the words you speak are comforting. But at times like this, they're bitter.
There is order in all things. God's works are good and graceful, to be sure, but he works in ways that are mysterious to humans.
When we try too hard to solve the mystery, we do not see that the mystery is an answer to itself. You have my greatest sympathy, Mr. Haroun. May God rest her soul and watch over her.
And may she rest in peace.
It may be difficult for you to hear, but death is never just an ending, my friend.
Is that so? Well, that's very easy for you to say, Mr. Salih.
No, I mean what I say. Your wife is with God now.
Well, forgive me for thinking it would be better if she were with her son. I'm sorry. Thank you for coming.
Well, if there's anything that I can do for you, please don't hesitate to call me.
I'll see you all to the door. Right this way. You've worn yourself out, dear.
It's okay.
Please don't cry anymore. Try to rest, okay? God will give you strength.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
We're here for you, sweetheart.
Dear sweetie.
It's okay.
Selma! Darling! Selma! Baby!
Get a hold of yourself now. Snap out of it.
Dear. Where are my babies? I want them. Tell them Mommy wants them. Where are they? Why don't they come when Mommy calls them? Why?
God's will.
How long can this go on?
What can I do? Our babies are gone.
Take her with you. She'll pray.
She won't go.
You make her go. You're her husband, aren't you? This woman needs help. She cannot keep suffering.
I couldn't bear it if anything happened to her.
Try to help her, my son.
You're right. I have to help her.
You haven't touched your food.
Auntie, will I ever see Mommy again?
Darling, if we're good and patient, we'll be reunited in heaven with the ones we loved so dearly on earth. I promise.
Son, please, eat your dinner.
Come on now. Look, I even made your favorite, see?
I'm not hungry.
Come on now.
I told you, Auntie, I'm not hungry.
Hello?
Hello, Haroon. How are you? Eden okay? Good, I'm glad. Haroon, I know this is a rough time. But we need you back here at the office. We've got a lot going on.
I'll be in today. It'll be good for me, I think. I mean, it'll help take my mind off of what happened. What's going on?
New case came in the other day. I'll tell you about it. I'll see you later on. Okay.
He won't eat. I think I'll take him for a walk. Maybe he'll be hungry later.
Okay. I'm going down to the office. Why don't you two go for a walk?
Mm-hmm. How does a walk sound? We'll go to the park, honey.
Is Daddy coming?
No, go to the park with your auntie. We'll go a little later on.
Promise?
Promise. You go get some air.
Let's go put your coat on. Come on.
Candy for sale. Chewing gum. Cotton candy. Candy for sale. Get your candy right here. Chewing gum, candy, the best.
Honey, look. All your good friends are out playing today.
But I really don't want to.
What do you mean? We came to the park so you could play. Look, they have that brand new slide over there. Or how about the swings? Those are fun, right?
But I can't. You're not supposed to play without your mom.
Hey, how about some cotton candy? You like cotton candy, don't you?
But I don't really want any.
Now come on, have fun. You wait here. I'll go buy some and come right back. Cotton candy, please.
Very good.
Aren't you the little boy who lost his lollipop?
I didn't have a lollipop.
Then what's this?
A lollipop.
I guess you had a lollipop after all. Why aren't you playing with the other children?
I can't, mister. My mom's in heaven. I really don't want to play anymore.
But if your mom looked down on you and saw you looking sad, how would she feel?
But my mom died.
I bet your mom is still watching you. You see, when the people we love go to heaven, they watch over us until they can be with us again. Don't you want to make your mom happy?
Hey, I just saw that cool trick you did with the lollipop. Can you do it again?
Well, I can only do it with my friend here.
You can bring your friend too if you want. What do you say?
Well then, let's do it.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Gentlemen, sorry I'm late.
Harun, let me introduce you. Mr. Kanan, Internal Affairs.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit unprepared for our meeting.
Mr. Harun had a death in the family. His wife.
My condolences to you.
Thank you.
It's unfortunate, but you do know this case is rather urgent. You understand, right?
Yes, of course. Have a seat.
Please.
Okay, if you'll just fill me in, I'm sure I can be of assistance.
There's no need to fill you in. Your Honor, I've been told you're very familiar with the case.
I'm not sure I understand.
It involves two young men that you had released. I'm sure you understand the difficulty in keeping track on these fanatics.
What do you mean, fanatics? Those two kids didn't break any laws.
Well, Your Honor, we're striving for peace and unity in this country, and this means we will hunt down anyone that is breaking the law. And in doing so, we expect the support of local authorities like yourself in prosecuting these terrorists to the fullest.
But you do have my support, when the support is warranted.
Oh, I see. Can you explain why you released those two boys out on the streets after what they did, and then you let them into your own home?
Are you telling me I'm under surveillance? They came to offer me their condolences. What is this all about?
You know perfectly well. I'm leaving.
They're starting an investigation. They're trying to find out if you have connections to those two kids.
What? So, you knew about this all along, yet you didn't lift a finger to defend me?
You should have been more careful. You know what that Kanan guy is like.
My job is to promote justice, and that's all. Anyway, don't leave your dear friend waiting.
Come on. Come.
Hamdi, why are you taking me there? What good will it do?
I will no longer sit back and let you cry your life away. You're coming with me. Now. Come. Here we go. Watch your step. Sit down.
Driver, stop here, please.
Okay.
What are you doing, Rukiye? Driver, keep going.
Come on, folks.
Hamdi, I just don't want to go there.
Don't you want to get better?
Why don't you ever listen to me? I've lost my children, and you want me to see some stupid quack?
There is no need for you to insult my auntie, Rukiye.
Your wife is right, son. I'm sorry for your loss. May God give you patience. You shouldn't force her. This treatment might end up doing more harm than good, my friend. But at the same time, you mustn't stand by and do nothing. Only by praying to God and asking Him for guidance will any lasting healing occur. Take my advice and don't go there.
Who are you to butt into my business, huh? Everywhere I go, you're preaching to me like I don't know what. Butt out, will ya? Driver, we're getting off here. Come on, Rukiye. Come! Oh my goodness. Come on. Come on.
Hello? Is this the police? I have some information on the man who killed the wife of the city prosecutor.
Honey, ever since you've been gone, I just can't take it anymore. Why didn't they kill me instead? I just can't deal with this pain anymore. I miss you. How can I live without you? Hello? Okay, I'm on my way.
And then they threw my cousin in jail for 30-odd years. We couldn't accept it. We had to punish someone. I stood watch outside of his house. That morning when they came outside, I aimed my gun at the prosecutor.
You
Then
took
the
my
wife
wife
threw
away from
herself
me!
in
You
front-
killed my wife! Why did you take her away from me? I'm gonna kill you!
Excuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. They're waiting for you.
All right, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Mom told us to go home right after school.
Walk faster and we won't be late.
Selma? Selma? Sarhat!
Selma, go!
You're alive again!
Sweet lady,
You're
let's
alive!
go!
Rukiye,
Mommy, get
Rukiye.
away!
Stop, Rukiye.
Don't you
Those are
know
not
me?
our children!
Selma!
Perfect.
What is it, Harun?
It says that I have been demoted from my position as prosecutor and will hereafter head the judiciary court. Those men are a bunch of fools, I tell you, and you stood there and let them do this to me. You let them walk out here without a word of argument.
Harun.
Listen, you and I have been friends for how many years? How could you sell me out? And now, because of all of you, I won't even be able to watch the trial of my wife's murder. I can't believe this.
Maybe it's better this way. You've been under a lot of stress lately, and I...
Get out of here! Get out!
Please forgive me. You were out of your mind. I didn't know what to do. I just lost control, that's all. And never laid a hand on you before then, did I, Rukiye? Forgive me. This can't go on, Rukiye. It's killing us.
But what do I do, Hamdi? Their faces, their voices. How can I forget them? Hamdi, I want my children back again. I'm dying without them. I'd rather die than go on without them.
Don't say those things, Rukiye. I beg you. I beg you.
My friend, good morning.
You? What are you doing here?
My bookstore is just across the street there. I went out to get some breakfast. I saw you and thought I'd say hello. I have some tea and some bagels. Would you like to stop by and join me?
No. I need to be alone right now, if you don't mind. Some other time.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You have a child, don't you?
My son, Eren.
This must be a hard time for him. If you'd let me, I'd like to give you a couple of books that just might help him.
Oh.
Here are your bagels, guys.
Hey, thanks. Thanks, Sully.
How are you guys doing?
Hi.
How are you?
Have a seat, sir. I'll go get the tea.
Ah, thank you.
Here you go. I know things are difficult right now.
One thing after the other.
We all feel that way sometimes. It helps when I remind myself that there's another world waiting after this one. With that in mind, I figure I can get through anything.
I can't see things the way you do. My job concerns people, you see. Human beings. People need help, and I help them. But people can let you down. Well, have you ever been betrayed by your friends?
Hasn't everybody?
Didn't it make you feel terrible? What did you tell yourself?
Whenever that happens, I try to think of what I might have done to make my friends behave that way.
You've been reading too many self-help books, I think. What if you've done nothing wrong?
We're human. People make mistakes all the time. Sometimes you just have to be more forgiving toward them.
More of this high almighty God stuff. I live in the real world.
Many miracles can happen in the real world. We just have to look carefully. If people would only open their hearts to God instead of shutting him out, they'd see miracles as well.
It seems you've built yourself a utopic world. You live in a fantasy world, I live in the real world. This kind of talk helps no one. Thanks for the tea. Hey! Why can't you say, "Excuse me, old man"? You just bumped into me here.
Careful.
Okay. What? You? What are you doing here? Are you following me or something? I've had enough of your God talk.
Perhaps it's you that's been following me. This is my house.
So what? What do I care?
Maybe you should come in and have some coffee. You'll feel better.
I don't want any. I don't want any coffee.
My friend, you're a good guy. Listen, I'm moving out of the city soon. Here, let me give you one of my cards. Who knows what God has in store? You may need a friend. Call me anytime you want.
I'm not calling anyone. Just leave me alone, man.
Don't be afraid to call. The answer will come to you one day.
Ah!
Oh, Lord. I miss my mommy so much. And I miss my daddy, too. Dear God, let Daddy know I love him. Let him be happy again. Amen. Daddy. Daddy, I love you so much. So much, Daddy.
I passed. I passed the bar exam. I'm a prosecutor.
Oh, baby, I never doubted you for a minute. I knew you could do it. I knew you would pass, so I got you a present. That way you'll always remember this day.
To my sweetheart.
Do you like it?
Love it. God, please. I've never prayed to you before now. I've never even asked for your help. But I just can't handle it anymore. I can't bear this feeling anymore. If you're really there, give me some kind of sign. If you don't show me a sign, I'll know you don't exist. Come on. Are you there? The world were an eternal place. If humans lived in it eternally, its separation was eternal as well. Then grief too would be eternal. We must always remember that our life here is finite, and that there is another world that lies beyond this one. one in which our grief will end. It is said, we will see the ones we love again. All wait there, in patience, for us to return to that which is our home. For this is not our home. Our real home is with Almighty God who loves us. Thank you, God. Thank you, dear God. Excuse me, I was looking for Salih Demir.
He moved.
Do you know where he moved to?
I heard he went back to his hometown, but I don't know where that is.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Jaleh,
Yes,
can you bring me the file for the literature case, the one with the 2 kids?
I'll get it right away.
Hello. Well, this is Haroun calling. I'd like to speak with Yaqub. Hello, Yaqub? Do you know where your friend Mr. Salih went by any chance? You don't know. Well, do you think your friend Barak might know where he went? He doesn't know either, huh? Okay. Here we go. Sit next to your auntie, okay? Be a good boy.
work here now?
Sure am. This is my new job.
I almost fell. Thanks for catching me. What's the matter, mister? Are you okay? Are you sad? Why are you crying, mister?
Please forgive me.
It's all right.
Daddy, how come that man was crying?
I don't know, son. Maybe he's sad. Come on.
Here, you must take that to its owner, Salih.
Mm-hmm. How are you?
Good afternoon, sir.
Hamdi, yes?
That's me.
I believe you dropped this.
Ah, thank you, sir. I've been looking for it since this morning. I appreciate it very much.
Hey, could you bring me some coffee?
Right away, sir.
Mr. Salih, it's you.
Well, hello there, my friend.
What are you doing here?
I decided to move back to my hometown and open a new store.
So what are you doing here? You're not involved in trial, are you?
Mr. Hamdi dropped his identification card. I couldn't imagine I'd ever run into you here as well.
It's pretty amazing. I was looking for you. I was an idiot to throw away that card you gave me. I'm glad to see you.
Like I said, you never know what God has in store for you.
Would you like to join me for some coffee?
No, I've got things to do back at the store, but perhaps you could stop by after work.
I'd like to very much, but I have to pick my son up after school.
Well, why don't you bring him along then?
That sounds good.
So come by about 6. I'll look forward to it.
Yes, indeed. I'll see you then. Mr. Hamdi, glad you dropped your card. Hello.
Ah, glad to see you.
Thank you. Hey, Aaron. This is Mr. Salih. He owns the bookstore.
Hey, I know Mr. Salih. I met him at the playground.
Oh, really?
What kind of books do you sell?
I sell all kinds of different books. Most of my books are pretty old, even older than you.
Do you have any books for kids in there?
Oh, I bet we have a lot. Come on in and look around. I'll bet you'll find some you like.
I'm very glad I found you.
Come inside and have some tea.
Okay, but I warn you, I have lots to talk about.
Let's go.
A couple of weeks ago, I found my wife's diary. There's a quote inside. It must be from some book. To be completely honest, it saved my life. Here's the quote I'm talking about. Do you happen to know what it's from?
I know what this is from. In fact, it's from the book that the boys were reading when they were put on trial.
Is that so? Where can I find it?
Just a second. Here it is. Why don't you keep the book as a gift from me?
Thank you.
Daddy, I'd like this book a lot. When I'm done with it, can I get another one?
Sure we can. Of course.
Harun, shouldn't you be going to bed soon?
Just let me finish this one chapter.
All right. Well, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Sleep well.
You too. Good morning.
Good morning.
You went and made breakfast? If you were hungry, you should have woken me up earlier.
I felt like it. I just wanted to make breakfast. Come on, sit. I'll go wake Aaron up.
Okay, my dear. Thank God he's his old self again. Thank God. Thank God.
Hey, sleepy guy. You want to have breakfast with Daddy? I'll scramble your eggs for you just like you like them.
Oh, really, Daddy?
Really? Come on, brush your teeth. I'll meet you at the table.
Hamdi, please.
It's
Hamdi,
time
no.
you came to your
Don't hit
senses,
me,
woman.
Hamdi.
Come back here.
No, please,
Come
I
back.
beg you.
I will not tolerate this any longer. Not in my own home.
You don't
I've had
understand.
enough of you here.
Don't
I've had
wanna be
enough.
like this, Hamdi.
What
No!
are you doing? Shame on you for hitting that woman.
You don't understand what I go through.
I understand perfectly, Mr. Hamdi. You're standing here beating an innocent woman.
Yes, but you don't know what I go through every day. I just can't.
Thank you. Please, sit down, okay? Okay, look. This cannot continue. If your wife has a problem, the solution is not to beat her. Has beating her made anything better so far?
But I was told that's what she needed. We are ignorant people, Mr. Prosecutor. That's what we know.
Look, I'm no religious scholar, but do you think God would want this? It's obvious your wife is suffering from depression, but instead of taking care of her, you beat her up. It's time this woman went to a doctor. Ma'am, you must try to help yourself. I know you're in a lot of pain. I understand more than you know. But you must remember that you did not die and your life must go on. You must accept what happened and live your life. Anyway, I have to get back to my office. I'll drive you in. You and I can talk more about this on the way in. We'll find a solution. Come on. Thank you.
I don't want to treat her that way. I feel sad too, but she dwells on it every moment. I don't know what to do about it anymore.
You honestly think beating will help her? You are wrong, sir. You seem like a religious person to me. So how could you commit such a grievous sin as this? Huh? You think you won't be called into account for this?
You're right, Mr. Prosecutor.
Are they buried over here?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to go visit them?
Yes, I would.
Okay. God rest their souls.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your prayers.
You know what? This is the first time I've ever prayed for someone. It makes me feel so less alone. Just standing here, speaking words.
Really, sir? You have never prayed before now?
When a man spends too much time thinking about the outside world, he forgets about the world within. So, my friend, don't forget. You won't beat your wife anymore, will you?
No, sir, I won't.
You mustn't frighten her. Be gentle with her. And you're going to research treatments for depression, right?
I promise.
Take the day off. Go spend it with her. Go be by her side.
Thank you so much. And may God be with you. You've shown me the way.
Don't mention it.
After you.
Alms for the sake of God.
Here you go, sir, and may God bless
Thank
you too.
God bless you. An act of charity always comes back to us. Have a good day, my dear.
Bye-bye.
Thank you again.
Now I understand what you said.
Very good.
Please take this.
No. You cannot buy benefaction with money. Alms comes having faith, you see. It shows that one has all faith in God. If a man is wearing heavy armor and another man aims an arrow straight at him, the armor will minimize the damage. If God wishes, he will turn charity into armor. That will protect you in the end. Why don't you buy a present for your lovely wife with the money you are going to give to me?
A present, huh? Don't cry anymore, Rukiye. Look, you even run out of tears.
I can never stop crying, Hamdi. Every day my heart hurts so.
My heart hurts too. I feel sad too. But it makes me even sadder to see you like this. I'm so afraid that one day I'll lose you. Can't you understand that? Come on, wipe your eyes. Look what I have for you.
What's that?
Well, open it and find out.
This is for me?
Yeah. Nice, isn't it? Go on, smile a little. Forgive me. I never should have hit you like that. Believe me, I was stupid to think it would help.
Why did you come home so early today?
Mr. Prosecutor said I could take the day and spend it with you if I liked. Pretty, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Very pretty.
Children can bear the thought of death, only if the promise of heaven follows. It is only through the promise of heaven that they may tolerate the deaths of loved ones which can seem so horrible to them. My brother and my mother are dead, but I know that they are both together in paradise. We believe with all our hearts that they are waiting for us and that we will see them again someday.
But I don't understand the story in this book, Daddy.
This is what it means, Erin. Your mother's in a beautiful place. One day we'll all go there too, and we'll all be very happy together.
Really, Daddy? Do you think it's a real, true story?
Yes.
Then tell me, why are you crying, Daddy?
Because I'm so happy. That's why. One day we'll see Mama again. Okay, Erin. I'm going out. You be a good boy and behave for your auntie, okay?
Mm-hmm. Have a good day, Daddy. Don't be too late for tonight, okay?
Promise. You be a good boy.
Hello? Mr. Prosecutor has left something for you. It will help you. He had a very difficult time as well. Perhaps you should read it?
Ah, Hamdi.
How are you today, sir?
I'm good. I was going to give you something, but I seem to have misplaced it. When I find it, I'll pass it on to you.
That's very nice of you.
Anyway, I'll bring it tomorrow.
That's fine, sir. That's fine.
Thank you.
Ah, good to see you again.
Ah, you as well. I was wondering if you had time for tea.
Always have time. You wait here, I'll go get it.
I appreciate it.
Are you looking for anything particular?
I am. Do you know that book you gave me the other day?
Mm-hmm, I do.
Do you have another copy?
No. Why do you ask?
Too bad. I was going to pass mine on to the wife of a friend of mine, but I can't seem to find my copy.
Maybe you accidentally left it someplace, like in your car, for instance.
Nope, not there. I checked there too. Do you know somewhere else I can find a copy?
I'm the only place in town, but maybe if we think about it for a moment, we'll remember. If I remember correctly, the book begins like this. If the world was eternal, if we humans lived eternally...
And if separation were eternal, then grief would have a meaning.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Sorry to bother you. I know it's a little bit late in the evening, but we won't stay long. Rukia insisted that we come to see you.
Well, I'm very happy that you did. Please come in.
Thank you.
Hello, welcome.
Good evening.
Wow. How sweet you are in your little
Rukia was reading the
pajamas.
book you sent today. She feels much better. We just came to thank you.
The book? But I told you I couldn't find it, remember?
An old man brought it to the door and said you had sent it. He said that you had something for me and that it would help me.
Oh my God.
What's your name, Mrs.?
I'm Rukia. What's yours?
Eden.
Oh, that's one of my favorite names.
That was my mom's favorite name, but she died.
Imagine. I had 2 children, you know? But both of my children went to heaven.
Don't be sad. I'm not sad anymore. I'm gonna see my mommy again in heaven, Daddy told me. And you'll see your children too. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Ma'am, do you have any type of job these days?
No, sir, I'm not working.
Would you be interested in being a nanny for Eren? We've been looking for some extra help these days. It's a bit too much work for one woman to handle, isn't it?
It would be nice to have some help.
What do you think, Rukia?
It would be wonderful. I would love to.
Hooray! Now I have 2 nice aunties to play with.
God turns bad into good.
You seem very surprised by this, Salih. You know God can do anything.
All we need is a bit of faith.